light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look through light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Newton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Newton eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. That'll be down at the 14-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Stafford. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, go here.
Stafford looks to throw again. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Play action. Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a pressure gets to him again. Deshaun Hall in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Newton on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Stafford now to throw.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go.
On 1st down at Stafford. And a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. Marcus Mariota with 2 first-half touchdown passes. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him in their game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, it looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And this one's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Stafford now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Newton to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Gun.
To throw on second down is Newton. Taking a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This is Riddick on the screen. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Panthers have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his man. It's Williams. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford, open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down, Stafford finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 50, it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first and 10, Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Here's Newton. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, Newton. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's Newton now on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go with Chubb on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
All right, here we go, here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go to Johnson again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Lions, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. I got that checking to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that checking to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they. One ride down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a